How many smokers are out there right now listening? Because I think this article you'll find very interesting. Now, I myself have been a smoker for half my life. Half my life now. I started when I was 17, and I haven't stopped since. And, I really don't mind smoking. I'm not, I kind of like smoking cigarettes. I think it's part of who I am now, really. It's part of my life. It's a lifestyle. And, it has gotten so expensive throughout the years. Well, let's get into the article here, and then we'll talk about, the effects of smoking. The use of electronic cigarettes has skyrocketed over the past 12 months. Creators of the electronic cigarette say it's cheaper, it's healthier, and you don't have to worry about, smelling like smoke when you're around your newborn, or when you're around your wife, or when you're around your coworkers, and people who have been tested, it was like a test group that was performed here, say that they saved over $1,000 a year switching to electronic cigarettes. Are you fucking kidding me, dude? $1,000 a year? That actually cut the cost of smoking in half. And these are average smokers, regular smokers. I'm sure they smoke at least a pack a day. So if you smoke a pack a day, you're spending about $2,000 a year just on smoking. That's fucking horrible. God damn. I remember when I started smoking, I could find a pack of Camels. Now, Camels are name brand cigarettes, you know what I mean? I could find a pack of Camels for $1.65 when I started smoking. I was in high school, it's true. And, all I needed was $1.65 for some cigarettes. Nowadays, you gotta get financed to get a carton of cigarettes, you know what I mean? It's fucking horrible. What the fuck is going on here, dude? I hated that shit. When that shit took effect, I was like, are you kidding me? I went to a regular liquor store, the one I've been going to every morning. I was like, hey, can I get some cigarettes? And he was like, $5. And I was like, no, dude, you need to fix your prices. I'll be back tomorrow. And tomorrow, you fix your prices, okay? He was like, no, everywhere like this, everywhere. And I didn't believe him, honestly. Like, on my way to work that morning, I stopped at 3 different liquor stores trying to get a good deal on some cigarettes, man. And they were all about $5. It's fucking disgusting. So I just had to give in. I couldn't go a day without a fucking smoke, So at that third liquor store, I was like, well, if it's fucking, $5, I'm just gonna have to pay it, It really took me by surprise. I had heard rumors on the news and things like that, cigarette prices were gonna go up because of, the health issues, and they were getting sued and all that kind of shit, you know what I mean? And it's kind of like, Jesus, how much did you say they were? Damn! Exactly, right? So, electronic cigarettes aren't only cheaper, but the product is truly odorless. And this is a big deal with women smokers. They don't have to worry about their clothes or their hair, because women like to smell nice regardless. I myself don't really mind. I don't mind smelling like smoke. Like after I take a break at work and I come back into the office, it's kind of like, um, deal with it really. I don't really care. I don't douse myself with cheap cologne every time I smoke a cigarette. I mean, how awful smelling would that be if I doused myself with cheap cologne every time I smoked a cigarette? Shit, you know. And let's see. And many of the testers reported being able to breathe easier using the product, because what is smoked when taking a drag on a cigarette, on an electronic cigarette, is a water-based vapor with nicotine in it. It's not actual smoke. And see, the thing is that nicotine isn't really the part that gives you cancer. It's not the reason cigarettes are bad for you. The reason cigarettes are bad for you is because of all the other chemicals in it, and the smoke itself. Inhaling any kind of smoke, I don't think, is healthy for a person. Studies would show that nicotine is about as equally harmful to your health as caffeine. These studies also show that the real harm in traditional cigarettes comes from the tobacco smoked and the hundreds of additional added chemicals. So, the actual nicotine is only as bad for you as caffeine, a cup of coffee. But it's the way we take in the nicotine that's harmful to us. And since it's a water vapor, many businesses now, they say, are allowing people to smoke e-cigarettes at their desk. And that is a change of pace, right? Sarah Silk, a member of the test group, says, I recommend this product to anyone who plans on quitting. Unlike gum or patches, you actually feel like you're still smoking, which makes the transition so much easier. But if you have an e-cigarette on a regular basis, it's not really quitting smoking, because you still need your nicotine cartridge or whatever. So it's not really quitting smoking per se, right? But it's just a healthy alternative, I think. Which I think the invention of the e-cigarette, if it sticks around, is a good thing. Yeah, and I think smoking influences my life a lot. I have to have a smoke, like when I go see a movie, or when I do go to church. I gotta make sure that I smoke enough before I go inside, so that I'm not freaking out or craving one while I'm in session. And I smoke in my car too. I smoke in my car, and I smoke around my friends that have asthma, and I really don't care. I'm like, hey, you know what? I know you have asthma, but I'm gonna smoke my cigarette. I hope you can deal with that. You know what I mean? And I know that's so fucked up, dude. I know that's so fucked up. But, What can be done? I need my cigarette. You know what I mean?
Everything you want.
And that's really what people should tell me all the time.
Everything you want.
Yes. See, this is what I want to hear from people. When, when I say, hey, DMV, I need my tags.
Everything you want.
I want a discount on my tags, DMV.
Everything you want.
Right. Or when I go to Fresno Superior Court, hey, judge, can you dismiss that parking ticket?
Everything you want.
Yeah. Yeah. And by the way, can you clear those fines also?
Everything you want.
Right. Or when I go to liquor store, hey, can you throw in a free carton of cigarettes with this bottle of E&J brandy I'm taking?
Everything you want.
Right. And an almond joy, and some M&Ms for my nephew.
Everything you want.
Right. And I really don't ask for a lot, I really don't ask for a lot. Hey, landlord, can you give me a pass on this month's rent? I'd really like to take a vacation.
Everything you want.
Really? How about next month too? Next month?
Everything you want.
Right. So, life would be so much fucking easier if I got everything I wanted. But alas, we live in a world where it is imperfect. Imperfect. Dig on this and I'll be back.